Another one, another one, another one. Another episode.
Yeah, we back at it. You redemption.
Big speaker.
Your boy G White, ready to get into it.
What episode is this, man?
Where we at?
Let me see.
We at 4, 5, something like that.
I don't know. Let me see. Um, this is episode 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say about 5. I know that it's been rolling though. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know it's just been rolling.
See, when we doing the episodes and then we doing the live sessions, we don't count them as two separate ones. It's like episode 1 and then live 1.
Right, then a live session,
Yeah.
then it's yeah.
So it's really 10 if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off though with the IOU moment for this week. What you owe the people today, man?
So, like I said, we always gonna hit you with that IOU. My IOU is deep, you know, it's straight to the point. We're gonna rip the band-aid off. Stay away from those people. You like, dang, what you mean those people? Who are those people?
It's supposed to be helping the people.
Hey, right. You tell people, man, you for the people, but you telling people stay away from people. Listen to what I'm about to say. When I say stay away from those people, I mean like those type of people that don't want to see you grow. Stay away from those people that are negative. Stay away from those people that are pushing you back into places that you've already been delivered from. Right?
I like this. I like
Yeah,
this a lot.
yeah, we gonna get into it, bro. Stay away from people that that
Woo.
that, that that's pushing you back into places that things that you've already been delivered from. So, if in mindsets that you've already moved on from, right? Um, those aren't the people you need to be around. Stay
Mm.
away from those people that you give everything you could give to, but you walk away from with nothing. Conversations you don't get nothing from, situations you don't get anything from. You're not building, you're just giving yourself and you walk away empty. um Stay away from those people because what it's doing is it's hindering your growth. It's slowing you down. It's in your way. Stay away from those people. And I don't care if how long you've known them. I don't care what the relationship is. If you got somewhere to go, you got a goal you're trying to reach, you got some success you're trying to obtain, you're gonna have to get away from those type of people and get away from them. Know when to cut it off sooner than later because it's just slowing you down. So, before we get to your RU, I want to go back to the most powerful one of the most powerful ones I just said. People that deliver you, like put you back in a place where you've been delivered from. So if you tell yourself, hey, I'm not drinking or smoking no more or something, get away from the people that still drinking and smoking. It's simple. You can still love them from a distance, but I can't be around you because I'm trying to do something different right here. Um, if you're trying to graduate from maybe that mindset you had back when you was in the hood, and they keep pulling you back into those type of activities, um, it's okay to be like, like I said, love them from a distance. Hey, bro, I just can't go there no more. I just can't be around that type of situation no more. That doesn't make you weak. That doesn't make you a punk or anything like that. That's growth, right? And you focus and you locked in. You know what I mean? So don't hang around people that where you have people around you. Stay away from people where it's negative encounters when you're around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like when me and you are around each other, bro, as much as we've been around each other our whole lives and we got a lot in common and we got a lot of love for each other. If it was always negative interactions between me and you, we probably shouldn't be around each other. I don't
Yeah.
care how long of a history we've had.
Yeah.
That's not good. If every time we see each other, we just getting so rah-rah and all like, no, come on, man. Why are we around each other? Be around the people that when you see each other, when you come into the room, they smile when they see you. They happy to see you. You get what I mean? Like, ain't no tension in those rooms. Don't go to somebody's house every Friday for a get together and you argue with that person or you don't like that person or whatever else. Stop putting yourself in those situations because eventually something bad is going to happen. Something bad is going to happen, and you're going to sit back and look at it and say, I probably shouldn't have even been around there. I should have stayed away from those people or that person or that circumstance or whatever that is. So if it's not moving you forward, it's pulling you backwards. And that's what I'm saying. Stay away from those people.
Yeah. And I think that the reason that you stay away from those people is because, like you said, and we talking about something personally, like for us, I'll take for me example. If I go to certain places, and you have to remember I'm human still. I'm not perfect. I'm working on myself. So when
Mm-hmm.
I go to certain places and I put myself in a predicament, meaning that it's a higher chance or higher risk of me something happening, I'm probably gonna go back to my old self. And you will see a side of me that I don't like to display. I get in like protect mode and you don't want to see
Mm-hmm.
that side. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I've grown, but it's still in me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And if you are somebody who know where I'm at in my life, then you would be like, no, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that because I don't want to see you get like that if we go here or if we do that.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
I think that's
Humans.
I think that's a good thing because that's kind of we talk about your circle. You know what I'm saying? Me and you talk about a lot, and it's just with our close friends too. We all do that to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you see I'm doing something maybe that don't line up to what we talk about, or kind of what I say I want to do for myself, or vice versa, we have those conversations. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Um, because yeah, like I mean, life is about positivity at this point with us. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
all trying to be positive, enjoy the fruits of our labor, enjoy our family, our kids, stuff. So like, even in the summertime, when y'all came out here and we all was in my pool and we sitting there laughing, joking, we got the kids and we playing music. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All that other stuff that we used to find value in, or that the hood teaches you that that's what's up, that's lit. Nah, man, all that drama and all that mess and all that. We grown men. We know how to handle ourselves when it comes to grown men stuff, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we want to enjoy the fruits of our labor. So we can't. We switched up what looking lit really is. You get what I'm saying? So, like you say, it's in you. You can't change what's in you.
Yeah.
Nobody can change what's in
I'm
you.
ashamed to that I wake up like I just what was you doing? Like I don't like
Yep.
that to come out no more.
I don't like to argue.
Yeah.
I don't even like to get upset. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I'll be like, why did I? And I check me, even if the person was in the wrong, I'm still checking me because I'm like, why didn't you
Cause
control
yeah,
yourself?
it's
Why'd
you
you
at the
lose
end of the
control of
day.
yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't I keep my composure? Why did I let that person get me like that or
Yeah.
that upset? You know what I mean? Dang,
First
Greg,
step.
you got to do
Yeah.
better. Yeah,
You
dang,
take
you got to do better.
responsibility, but you
Yes,
also got to understand there's other things in the equation that I'm just saying certain things can be left out if other pieces of the equation aren't put in. So
right. So stay away from those people. What you got
facts.
for them?
Talk more, listen less
You got to explain that.
when it comes to yourself.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so talk more, listen less when it comes to yourself. The other way, what they teach us in society is listen more, talk less. Okay. But that's when you're talking to other people. You're having a conversation with another individual about something. You want to be able to listen more than you speak. Okay. Because you need to be receptive. But I'm talking about your inner self.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When we get into the title of this, which you'll understand, but when you're talking about just yourself, when you start a new adventure, when you're trying to do something brilliant, something that's never been done before, your inner voice, everybody has this. I don't care who you are. It's a voice inside you that says, well, that might not work out. Or well, he tried that and that didn't work. Well, they say X amount of people start a business and 2 months later they go bankrupt. Or they say,
Mm-hmm.
how I'm gonna be able to do that. That's when I mean talk more to yourself. You listening to yourself all the time. Think about it. You listen to yourself a lot. Talk more to yourself. I got this. If I got 10 minutes there, I can get through these 10 meetings. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Okay. They want me to do this. Okay, I got that too. And I can pull this up and show them how I did this too. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Whatever, whatever it is that you can talk to yourself about, tell yourself you got it and you can do it. That there's nothing stacked up against you that you haven't seen before. That you're ready for this. You ready, you already see the outcome before it happened. Speak to yourself, call your name out. That's
Mm.
you gotta do that. Call your name out. Let's go. What we
Mhm.
waiting for? What let's stop sitting here. Let's get up and go. Let's get it right now. Let's get it. Like you got to do that to yourself. Amp yourself up. Talk more, listen less when it comes to yourself.
And I'm before we move on, I'm gonna get on that. Bro, I've always been a big advocate of that, right? And I tell anybody, I encourage anybody because you may not have
A support
Not even
system.
one. You may not even have a support system. You may
Mm-hmm.
not even have one person around you that really truly believe in you and that's pushing you to be better than you are, right? Some people really have it like that, right? So what I'm saying is you got to be in tune with you. You got to really get in tune with you. You know, I tell myself all the time, like, I don't talk to myself like in a crazy way, but I talk to myself in an unapologetically way because I'm going to motivate me. You get what I mean? I love that, and I appreciate all the support that and love that I do have because I am surrounded around support and love today. But what I'm saying is, I still talk to me. Come on, Greg. I don't care if I'm working out. I don't care what it is. You got one more, Greg. You got two more in you, Greg. Come on, Greg. You could do better than that.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I tell myself that, come on, you a bad man. You a bad man. Can't nobody
Yeah.
mess with you. Come on, man. Oh, okay. They got you messed up. You know what I mean? Like, so I stay in my head. And, I remember that's crazy. I always do a lot of analogies to like back to references back to like running, like my first marathon. 26.2 miles. I remember LaTroy Hawkins called me, and LaTroy called me, and he like, G White, you know, um, he like, G White, what did you do to be able to run that 26.2 miles? He like, man, because I've been training, and I forgot what the miles was. He told me that I can't get past this amount of miles. I keep running, hitting the wall at this point and that point or whatever else. And I know he probably was expecting me to have this over the top training plan and regimen or whatever else like that. I told him pretty much that I like to get out a couple times throughout the week, and on Saturdays I like to push it as far as I can go. You know what I mean? Like something like that. But bigger than anything, I told him I didn't train for 26.2 miles. I think when I did my first one, I think the most I had ran was up to like 12 straight. You get what I'm saying? Which is not even half of 26.2. What I mean is I told him this. I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Mine is more mental. When people sit back and be like, how did Greg do some of this extraordinary stuff? It's really because I'm in tune with my mind. You know what I mean? Like I tell myself I can do this stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
tell myself I can do this stuff. You get what I mean? Like I say, bro, when I'm running, I'm thinking about everything I've been facing, everything I would
Yeah. Everything. Yeah.
everything I'm up against, everything somebody ever done try to tell me I'm not gonna be, or things that I've doubted myself with. You get what I mean? I said I really be in my head most of the time. I don't pay attention to the people. It's like tunnel vision. I
Yeah.
really be running my own race, and I do this stuff like mentally. So I don't have this XYZ type of thing. Like you get what I mean? It's up here. It's up here. That's why some books me and you went back and forth on, and I'll tell you, like when we might be sharing a book about finances or something else like that, I might lock in on two more books. I'll be like, you know what? Because I need to beef up my mental right now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to that, but I gotta get my mental right. I gotta get back in that mind state because I know when my mind is right, boy, it's curtains for
Yep.
everybody and anything involved when my
Yep.
mind is right. So, you know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right. Be a champion for yourself. I tell everybody out there, be a champion for yourself. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Appreciate if you have a support group, but if you don't, still be, whether you have one or you don't have one, be a champion for yourself. Talk more to yourself. For sure, for sure.
Facts. And that's how we're gonna lead into it.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. So today we're gonna talk about this one topic, and it is your circumstances are not responsible for your thought process. Your circumstance, right? Whatever circumstance it is,
Right.
your thought process, right? Your circumstances, your thought process. Your thought process is not responsible for that. You in control of that. And before we get started a little bit, this is kind of like the chicken or the egg type thing. Like which
Yeah.
one comes first, right?
Yeah.
So let's get into this.
Yeah. 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 Let's do it, bro.
First one. Your attitude is your choice. So before we get into, let's preface it a little bit. We're basically saying that we're gonna start this off with is that your thought process is the guiding path for everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts that you make will dictate your circumstances. It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
You got to come in this thing with an attitude about how you're going to start it off.
Yeah. I would say you definitely have to, it's your attitude. Your mindset and your approach to everything is your choice. And call me what you want to call me, but I'm glad that, where the growth is from our mindsets, right? Because we can see it and now we can speak to it. So when you say your attitude is your choice, at times I may have thought differently, but now with some age and experience, and you got some things going around, you got some things
Yeah.
in place, you got to move different. And so you got to evaluate every aspect of your life, including your attitude, your approach, your outlook on things. You know what I mean? That's my choice.
Yeah.
That is my choice. My attitude, that ain't got nothing to do with nobody else or anything. I can check myself, I can keep myself composed. That's why in a lot of situations where people have, I would say, I don't know, it's been the last several years where most people would freak out. I've stayed calm.
Mhm.
I've stayed calm. Like where everybody else would freak out, I stay calm. I look, I talk a reference a lot about my motorcycle accident. I remember in the
Yeah.
hospital hearing the doctor, bro, talk and everything. And they're telling me everything that's wrong with me. All them broken bones. You see all this other stuff going on. And I remember one of the nurses, she was like, "You're awfully calm for a guy in your in
In
your
your
situation."
circumstance. Yeah.
And I say, you said I'm gonna live, right? You said everything that's
Yeah.
broken is gonna heal, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm not gonna die, right? I said, okay, cool. It's just a process. I said, if I'm in here being all mean to you all and being like, I said, that's not gonna help if I'm in here yelling and stressing. I said, so I'm looking at it positive. I said, what you're telling me is when I get out of here, I'm gonna have a process, and I'm used to a process. So my attitude, if my attitude was wrong, I could have freaked out and did a whole bunch of other crazy stuff and put myself back. But I had a positive attitude. Once I found out that I was still gonna live, my attitude changed because everything else I can deal with. I mean, if you're dead, you're dead. You get what I mean? But you're telling
Yeah.
me I'm not going to die, my attitude changes. Or just life situations, whether it's at work or raising a family, or how you approach situations. I try to have the best attitude I possibly can first. Um, it's okay. I will tell people this. And if you can't, okay, it's okay to be guilty of silence until you figure that out for yourself. To take a pause, work
Yeah.
on practicing a pause. It'll throw people off, and it will create awkward moments at a time where people really think you're supposed to give them something back or respond a certain way. Just pause, think it out for a second. And I've done that, and I continue to do it. Hell, I had to do it. Another side note, just as past as last weekend. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it freaks people out in a situation where you're supposed to respond a certain way, and you just kind of pause. Like, you good? You all right? like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. Because my attitude is my choice. And guess what? I know me better than I know anybody else. I know me better than I know anybody else. So I know exactly where my bad attitude or my poor attitude or my victim attitude or whatever that is attitude can get me. And it's nowhere. It's nowhere positive. It's all bad. When I lose my head and lose my train of thought, no control my attitude, it's all bad stuff. Nothing good comes from that. And that's because I know me better than I know anybody else. So your attitude is absolutely your choice, bro.
Yeah. So
I kind of went off on that one.
yeah. Yeah,
It
that was that was good.
is.
It's true though, because when we talking about things like in your relationship, let's say you have a relationship with your significant other.
Yeah.
Okay. If you think about it, most of the time when people get into a relationship first starting out, the attitude is great, right?
Mhm.
It's about flourishing. It's about showing the other person you care, doing things out of your character. Uh like you might be opening doors for the girl, or you might be cooking or something, right? Your attitude is off the top. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what happens when you get 3 weeks in, you got what you wanted to get out of the situation, you a year
Mm-hmm.
in, now like your attitude is fading,
Mm-hmm.
and it's slowly becoming like in a place of like you just not there, like you don't care, like you're not doing things characteristic of what you did to get the person,
Right.
right? That's all attitude, and that's all choice. You're making that conscious decision to change your attitude, okay? And that's what we getting into about this. And another thing, like if you working at a job that you don't like, it's okay to not like a job, right? But your attitude on the job, you can control that. You can still do your task diligently and how you're supposed to do it, because at the end of the day, your character, your personality, everything about you is at risk right now. So no matter how you're feeling about the job this current moment, you still got to perform because you want to keep your integrity in contact with who you are, what you represent for not just you, but for your family as well. Because who knows, you might have your kids or somebody might come up and they remember that last name. You see what I'm saying? So you always got to
Totally.
try to make your attitude above all everything else that you're going through. And that's why I think attitude is very big, and it's definitely your choice.
Look in the
Uh,
mirror. It's your choice for sure.
every time. You can't people a lot of people will try to just blame their attitude on their circumstance.
No.
But you create your circumstance by your attitude.
Yes.
Okay? So let's just roll right into this next one. And I've been holding this is because guess what? Your attitude also, your choices will be determined by your actions. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, look at this. Look at this. Your attitude is your choice, right? When you make that choice, and guess what? Your choices will then determine your actions. So I had this attitude, I'm gonna be great, right?
Right.
I made that my choice. And from that choice, a good attitude, I'm gonna go do some good actions behind that choice. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's all linked together. It's a domino effect. You start high with a great attitude, you go higher. Guess what? You start low with a bad attitude, and guess where you're going? You're going down. So this is what I'm saying about let's say let's say that you have a particular choice that you want to make, right? But you're going into this thing with a bad attitude, right? So let's say that you owe some debt. I
Right.
like this topic right here. You have some debt that you owe to a creditor, right? And your attitude is, man, why they keep calling me? They keep calling me all day, every day. They know, like, first of all, that's your choice, right? That attitude that you have is your choice. Again, your circumstance didn't create this attitude. Your attitude created this circumstance because you're going into this, you know what you did to get the debt, and you know you had to pay it back. So instead of going into it with the attitude of negativity, go into a positivity. You go into that situation and say, yes, I know I owe this debt. How can I think of a process that we both
Mm-hmm.
can mutually agree on that we can get to, and so that at the end of the day they'll get their money, and at the end of the day I'll have my sanity because they won't keep calling me. That's a positive attitude in a situation that's not as favorable to you as you would like, right? So again, listen to what I just said. I chose to change my attitude to a positive light. And because I had that positive light, I then thought of a plan, a strategic plan that will help me create a better action, an outcome for what I wanted. I chose to talk to the creditor instead of running from the creditor. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it's just a perfect example of that.
It is. It definitely is. And I'm gonna expound upon that a little bit and break it out like this for somebody else. If you dead broke, it's okay to admit that and to know that and know that quick as possible. Be honest. I'm always tell you, be honest with yourself. Man, I'm broke. I'm not where I want to be in life.
Yeah.
Admit that, get that out the way first, right? Okay, cool. That's the foundation. That's where we're working from. That's ground zero. Now we're gonna start building back up. And that's gonna start with the mindset. Okay, I know I'm not where I want to be in life. I know that I'm dead broke. I know my accounts are in the negative. I know this, I know that, I know I'm knee high up in debt. Okay, but guess what? That's the facts of me right now, but I don't have to stay in this circumstance for the rest of my
Exactly.
life. So I'm gonna switch my mind. I'm gonna smile a little bit, right? Because I'm already at the bottom.
You
I'm
already there's
already
nowhere else to go but up top.
so that's what I'm smiling about because I'm in the worst that it can be in.
Yeah.
So it's gonna get better, right? So boom, let me get my mind right. I'm gonna smile. Okay, now let me write some things down. Let me get a plan of action into place to change that, right? But that's only going to change
Your
by the
attitude.
choice that I'm making for my attitude to change. So my circumstance can actually change, right? Because if I'm sitting there being a negative Nancy, negative Ned, negative whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
you're gonna stay right there.
It get
If
it get
not get
worse.
it, or right, if not get
It get
worse,
worse.
because it sounds like a cliche when they say it can get worse. It can always get worse.
Always get
It can
worse.
always get worse. So your mindset, the quicker you turn that around and get your attitude in check and understand the choices that and the things that you can control, you can get up out of that situation. You can get up out of that situation. I don't care what the debt look like. I don't care
Yeah.
what the chips are stacked against you. I don't care if you don't have a car. I don't care if you're not able to pay your rent. Get your mind right first. Own what's going on. Be honest about your situation. Get a plan in place.
Yeah.
So don't let that negative environment or what you got going on, that dark cloud that's kind of going on, or that storm you currently going through, write your full story for you. Let that just be a chapter,
Yeah.
not your whole story. Let Put yourself in a position where you get your mind right. We go back and we could kind of laugh at that a little bit because you'll be like, man, that was crazy, wasn't it? Look at us now.
Yeah.
We even do that at different times. Man, look at us now.
Yeah.
Look at what we doing. Look how easy this was. Look at where we at, or look at where you vacationing at, or
Yep.
what you got going on, or how easy it is just to go in the store and buy your son some shoes, and you don't got to check your bank account first. And listen, and I'm not putting nobody down, but you remember them days when you may have had to do that before you buy anything and everything. You got
Well,
to check. You get what I'm saying? Like, but right now, if you want to take your son to Foot Locker and get some shoes, if you swiped your card and it didn't work, you know something wrong with their machine, right?
yeah.
We ain't even
Yeah.
got to talk about it, right?
Sometimes I have different accounts and sometimes I gotta transfer money over. But
Yes.
so it's not just like we saying, I guess I like to come at people direct. So I know there's still people out there like I have money in different accounts. So if I swipe one card and my bank is good enough for me where they'll accept the charge. I've seen, they have it where they don't charge me overdraft or anything like that. They'll just accept it, and they know I'm gonna put the money back in there to clear it. That's just the relationship I've built.
Yep.
But the thing is that I'm gonna talk about debt. I guess I don't know why it's leading me here. I don't know. We're just here, but let's talk about debt because I know a lot of people out there have some debt that they struggle with. Right? I have debt that I'm working on right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
me too.
so this is what I did to narrow down my debt, and I'm still working on it. But I basically have a running tab of all the debt that I have, and we talking about choices here because I have a positive attitude about this. I'm gonna get out this debt. I'm gonna clear it as fast as I want to clear it. I'm in control of this debt right now.
Mhm.
I don't need. I'm calling the creditors. How y'all get that payment? Okay, y'all ain't get that. Okay, I'm finna send another one. Okay, uh, when is this one due? No, I want to do on this day. I'm telling you, I really be doing this. What
Yeah, yeah, you
I
got
don't want
to.
to do on that day. I want to do on this day. Okay, and then for this month, it's a little tight right now, so I'm gonna move this around. I'm gonna pay you this amount this time. I'm gonna pay you that. I'm just being real with you. I don't care how much money I got. I like to move my money like the way I like to move it. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is I have a running spreadsheet, Excel, of all the debt that I have. I have all the bills, my income, everything, and I basically keep track and I know to the cent of what I got coming in, what's going out. Okay. And all my debts there, all the debt payments. And what I'm saying is that because of this positive attitude that I have, I know that if I have a particular bill that I want to pay down to clear the balance, then I'll set a goal for that. Okay. So whatever the time frame is, but what I'm saying is that you have to be in a positive state of mind to want to do this. You cannot be in a place of despair, of loss of hope, if you're going to be able to put out a plan of action to attack this debt. And again, the plan that you do is you put all these debts down, and then you see how much you need to afford to pay down that debt in a time frame. Now, the action behind this is you're going to have to go get another income. I don't see anything wrong with working multiple jobs. If you have the opportunity to work multiple jobs, I told you guys about the story where I worked at the City of Austin and at Best Buy. I had to do that to get out of the situation, right? And so you have to calculate those balances and then go find out what you can do. Whatever hustle you have, that's what you have to do. But the point is, you have to get yourself up and say, this debt is not going to take control of me. I'm in control. It moves when I tell it to move. If I want to carry it a little bit longer, then I will. If I want to get rid of it now, then I will. And that's why I want to talk to people about this, because put your positive attitude on in everything. In the relationship, things might be going bad. What you gonna do to try to correct it? Early on when I had relationships, I went to counseling, because a lot of people will tell you that, especially our community, counseling, you don't need that. You crazy. Only crazy people go to counseling, right?
Hey, no, I'm gonna be real with you. I've struggled with that, bro.
Yeah, actually, you have, yeah. And I talked to you about it. Now I think about it,
absolutely,
and I just have to tell everybody that counseling is a thing that you should go to on a daily, not a daily, but a routine, just to like twice a month, once a month, whatever it is, just because it's therapeutic. And I think that do some things that will help you better yourself. And again, the foundation is attitude and then action.
Yeah. I would say, before we move on, I would just say a lot of that. When we want to talk about like therapy and things like that, and me and you've had conversations about it, because we talk through good moments, the proud moments, and the stuff we're not so proud of, and the daily struggles. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, like, I felt like because of the way maybe the way we come up, you know what I mean?
It is the way we come up.
Maybe the way we come up and everything, and just always trying to be hard, you know what I'm saying? And trying to be tough and have this hard exterior. And I'm not saying that as a man, you should walk around and be a crybaby. I'm not saying that. But I will say this: it is unhealthy when you don't show emotion. And I can say
very
that
unhealthy
because bro, think about it. I've told guys that. I've told them, like, hey, no, that don't make you soft, bro. I damn near tell you, I wish I could do what you do. Like, right, like, you know what I'm saying? It's situations that I should have been in where maybe it wouldn't have been so frustrated if I knew how to express myself a certain way and been okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's therapy, whether it's getting out a good cry, whatever
I think it's okay to cry, by the way. So
hey, I applaud people that's able to, like I said, as long as you're not, as a man, I don't think you should be crying every day. But to share that, I just think that I commend people for that. And I work and I talk to God about continue to help me with that. Cause like we say, we work in progresses. You understand what I'm saying? I've had some crazy stuff and been in some crazy situations and don't know how to
release your emotions.
Release my emotions, right? So what it does is it turns to anger real quick.
Exactly. That's where I was going.
It turns to anger real quick because I'm not letting it out in another way, right? You're not going to the therapy. You're not talking to anybody or something like that. And then you ain't crying or whatever. You're a human. You got to let it out. And I'm just saying I've hurt myself in many instances because I'm too much of a man. I don't want to let that out.
You don't even have to say it, man. I'm sure women do it too. We just it's from our areas, our background.
Yeah, but it's more acceptable for women to like show their emotions and to cry.
No.
What you mean?
No,
I think so. Listen, I'm gonna let you know, but listen, I think this. No, listen, when you little, it's proven. The little girl can fall. Okay, I don't have any sons. You do.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so your little girl fall. I guarantee you're gonna be quicker to help her up than you would if your son, if Junior, he fall.
No.
The little boy gotta get up and scrape his own knee off.
Nope.
You gonna help them both up the same way.
Yeah, the same way. And I tell you this why. And I was going this is what I'm going to say about your statement. You said it's okay for little girls to cry. You said something like that,
It's more
right?
acceptable. It's
It's
more
more
acceptable.
acceptable. That's what you
Yeah.
said. You said it's
Yes.
more
Yes.
acceptable.
Yep.
No,
For women and females
see,
to
yeah,
show emotion. Yes, it is more acceptable.
that's because man, and when I say man, people, period,
Yeah.
man put that stigma out there that it's more acceptable. We as society, we said it's okay. You
Yeah.
see what
You're
I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
It's not like something that says like women, girls are it's okay, it's acceptable for them to do it. No, we've just accepted it as a culture, like as
Mm-hmm.
everybody. I think that they're more there. I think the correct term to say there is that women are more prone to be seen to cry than men.
Yeah.
Like we're used to seeing women cry
Oh,
more
absolutely.
than men.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's
That's why
not
it
that it's
becomes
more
more
acceptable,
acceptable.
but that's why it's more acceptable. That see
That's
how
why
we
it is.
correlate those two?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's why it's
But
more acceptable.
right. But I think that because of the way that men were brought up in the older days, you know where we from, like your dad, he tell you, but like you can't cry, you couldn't cry around him when he was little.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah.
And see, a lot of other parents are like that too. You can't cry. If you're a boy, you can't cry. You supposed to be this rah rah, right? That's not right
Nah.
because
I've
it's
seen
it.
my dad cry a handful of times, bro. And one time that
But
stuck out to me outside of family death is when me and you
me and you
graduated
at
college.
your table,
Yep.
yes, I
Yeah,
remember that.
when we graduated college.
Yes,
And that was like,
but
whoa.
look, the difference is he found God.
Yes.
He was more. He's to night and day the way he used to be.
Right.
He don't have to be as rough anymore. He's not like that. He's more, connected, and it's a difference. So
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying is, when you have that different mindset in the early age, and you saying you can't cry, it haunts you for the rest of your life until you change it, because you're going into relationships with women. And you have no sympathy to them when they crying. I am a victim of that. I used to say I don't know what you're crying for, and sometimes I still catch myself, and
Yeah.
I'll say that, and I'll be like, "Why'd you say that?" I correct myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just insensitive, and we all men are guilty of that, and it's just so second nature that we don't even understand like the effect it has. So
Yeah.
that's just because of what, again, but that circumstance.
I'm with you.
Yeah, so what I'm
I'm with
saying
you.
is we got to correct that, and it's our attitude. If we be more knowledgeable about that, open up our own emotions, then we will stop doing that.
That's why I don't make people. I'll change what I can control, right? I don't make people feel bad no more about it. I don't laugh at people when they show emotion. Like I said,
Yeah,
I actually applaud it and I commend
yeah.
it. You get what I'm saying?
Throw your
Now,
shoulder, your arm over their shoulder.
yeah, I've done that. I've lifted brothers like, hey man, here, man, it's all good, bro. Like instead of laughing, like, what you crying for? So,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But because I mean, you got something that I'm trying to, some people have it in an area where where I'm struggling at.
yeah,
You get what I mean? And I'm man enough to say that. I'm a work in progress. But the first step is admitting it, having my mind right towards it, and embracing it. Like, so
yeah,
you're absolutely correct. So if I did have a son, it would be like what you're talking about. You get what I mean? I got
yeah,
girls. So if I did have a son, yeah, definitely. It's gonna be completely different. He don't gotta be so hard and
yeah.
and 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 and,
How
and
you
that's
feeling? Like, how you
yeah, like
feeling
how you
today?
feeling today?
Yeah,
Exactly.
we
What you
never
got
really. I
going on?
never got that. Like, like how you feeling. But like, so to answer your
Mhm.
question about the two son and daughter, is because I think that both, no matter their gender, have feelings,
Facts.
and I want them to grow up differently than I did, because and my mama did the best she could, but she raising two boys in the hood. She got to be hard. She
Right.
don't have no time to anything else.
Right.
She had to get us right. So, but with my kids now, in a different environment, a whole different setup, I can be more sensitive to how he's feeling, how my daughters are feeling. So, if both of them fail, I'm not running to neither one of them, because I need my daughter to know you tough. When a man at your job, or you own your own company, and a politician is blocking you from getting to a certain area with your business, then you gotta man up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need
Pick
you to get
herself
up.
up. Right.
I need you to get on your toes, and
Right.
stand up for yourself. Because
Mm-hmm.
mom and daddy might not be there to save you. You gotta do this. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And for
Yeah.
my son, that's unexplanatory, right? Get up. Like what you doing? Like, let's go. I'm
Yeah.
not, you know what I'm saying? I might look at my son. Okay, my daughter fall. I ain't really gonna look at her. I'm gonna just be like, all right, Avery, all right, Aria, get up. My
Mm-hmm.
son fall, I'm gonna be like, AJ, get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ace, get up.
Yeah.
Do you hear
Yeah.
me? Get up.
Yeah.
That you see what I'm saying? But
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, oh no, no, no. Come on, get up. So
Right.
yeah,
Who we got
man.
next? Told you we getting in it today, bro.
Yeah. So the next one is your circle is an indication of your actions. And before we get into this, your circle, we talking about the people you hanging with.
Communicating with.
We talking about the people you communicating with. We talking about your relationships, significant others,
Even that you follow,
everything.
even that you follow on social media.
Your social media, everything, anything you interacting with, social media, anywhere possible. If you having a meeting with, you talking to people, they're an indication of your actions.
Yeah.
So
I mean, let me chew on this one. Let me
yeah,
chew on
go
this one a
ahead.
little bit. Let me. I would say
Go ahead.
this. Um, when I say your circle is indication of your actions, I've seen this firsthand. Uh, you know when you really are going in the right path and you're doing something different and you're really obtaining some goals because you won't have to cut people off.
Hmm.
You won't have to cut
Certain
them
people
off.
just stick. They there for a reason.
Yeah, you won't have to cut people off. Look, some people gonna cut themselves off.
Yep.
They gonna cut themselves off. How many people on your social media did you see to fall into that people you make no spot where you like, dang, I ain't unfollow them, whatever.
I
They
ain't
got
know we were
tired of
friends.
seeing you winning. You say what?
I ain't even know we was not
Yeah,
friends no more.
we didn't know we was unfriends, right? They get tired of, they're gonna get tired of seeing you winning. They're gonna get tired of you posting about achieving goals, getting a family, looking good, in shape, skin looking good, in good health, or whatever you got going on. They're gonna get tired of that. You won't have to cut them off. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna cut themselves off because every time they get on the computer, they get in their phones, and I'm only saying I'm only on the social media aspect because people spend a lot of time on social media, and they see you, and then it's a mirror that they have to look in because now they gotta really be like, oh dang, don't nobody want to see that. There go him and his family again. Look at him smiling again. Oh, he still
Yep.
got all his teeth in his mouth or whatever else. He still got his side teeth. Oh, silly, but you
Yep.
get you
Yep.
get what I'm saying. People will cut themselves off. So your circle is an indication of your actions, right? Because it goes all in with each other. So if you're on the move, you're attaining goals, you're doing things, certain people don't fit in those equations.
Yep.
Squares don't fit in those circles. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not trying to say that because it's your mama or your daddy or your cousin or your sister or brother or your day one homeboy, day one homegirl that you calling them a square or whatever you want to title them as. What I'm saying is for what I got going right now, you don't mix with what I got going right now. You get what I'm saying? And that's a fact. That's okay. Stop feeling bad about achieving your goals and going after your stuff. We got the same 24 hours in a day. Stop being apologetic
Yeah.
about why you're not able to respond to these people in a timely fashion or whatever. There's plenty of times we reach out to each other and may not answer
Yeah.
because we got stuff going on. We got stuff going on every minute of the day. So, I'm gonna get back with you. I'm gonna get back with you. I'm gonna get back with you. I'm gonna hit you back or hit me in the morning.
Yep.
Hit me around noon. We got stuff going on. So your circle is definitely an indication of your actions.
Yeah. And I think this when I think of this point, I think of the yes man.
Mm,
The people in your circle can set you up for success or for failure.
facts.
If I'm going, if I'm looking to get something done for myself, personal development, career development, I want some people around me who gonna be like, that ain't your style. Like that ain't
Mm-hmm.
your MO. You don't usually do that. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
give you an example. Like my niece, Kyla. I was we was I don't know if she remember this or not, but she was out. They were out here, I think for Father's Day, and I was I don't know. I was doing something like hood. Like I had like a fitted hat on. I don't know. My attire, something was hood. Like my whole
Right, right,
aura
right,
was
right, right,
hood.
right, right,
And
right.
she's like, Uncle Sweets, that's not you. I was like, what you
Mm,
mean? She's like, that's not you. You're not
mm.
like that. And I remember that. I remember it's just something that it sticks with me. And it's just like that's what we talking about. It don't matter the age. It doesn't matter the generation, nothing. A lot of people be like big homie, little homie, small homie. I don't care who you is, homie. You my homie, you gonna teach me right. That
Facts.
buzzword, I don't care about that. You can be a small dog. If you telling me something right that I need to correct about myself because you know me best, I'ma listen to you. So when she
Mhm.
say stuff like that, it reflects on me when I go out and I how the things I'm wearing, things like that, because she knows me and I know I come better than that. So, you know what I'm saying? I just change things up. And so that's what I mean by your circle is an indication of your actions. My niece, it's in the back of my mind when I put on a t-shirt, what will my niece say?
How
Is
is
she
that?
gonna approve of this?
How is it fitting? How you
Yeah,
looking?
how's it?
Right,
How am I looking?
right.
That's what I do. It's just something that sticks with me.
Hey,
And
that's
so
crazy. That's crazy. Hold on, that's crazy. You say that because you know I like to wear all black all the time.
yeah.
Hence the guy that got on black right now. Literally down to like everything else that you can't see. I've switched up some colors in my wardrobe. Now I'm not as colorful as some people,
Yeah.
but I just I'm okay with wearing all black all the time. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it throw people off all the time. They're like, "Why you wearing all black in here like that? What you
Yeah.
on? Man, you look like security coming in here or something like that."
Yeah.
You know. But what I will say is this: before I let you keep going, you mentioned something about big homies,
Yeah.
and you ain't no big homie to me if you're not helping me, right?
Exactly.
So I want to get right there because you
Yeah.
said that. I was like, hold on, rewind the tape.
Yeah.
We talk about influence. So if somebody deems you they big homie, somebody deems you they big dog, you know what I'm saying? That's an honor. To have influence is an honor, right? Um, and I see a lot of missed opportunities with that, bro. I see a lot of people that we come up with, just people in society that people look to, and they're around people that may be younger than them or whatever,
Yeah.
and they sending them off. They sending them off. They telling them to hold the wrong thing, and I mean I've seen it so extreme to where them send off missions end up deadly.
Yeah.
You create this type of lifestyle for the young boy, and that's not the way life really is. That's not
Yeah.
really lit. You get what I'm saying? Like you tell them, like we see it with famous people. Like you'll see like somebody may put a story out about like some of these female artists. They may put out like the thought culture and whatever else,
Yeah.
but they really go home to somebody. But they put out on the radio maybe something promoting like a thought culture, telling you to
Yeah.
be all outside messing with a bunch of guys, and they go home to one guy. It's kind of the same thing. I've
Yeah.
seen people, they got a good job, or you know what I mean, they got a nice house or something. So the younger people try to gravitate towards them, and then you
Mm-hmm.
take those people out. You take them, drive them in your expensive car. You spending a bunch of money with them. You take them to the club, make them feel like they rock
Yep.
stars, and then you send them home or leave them out in the world like with this fake notion like that's really lit. Like you're not telling them the real meat of it.
The
Like, man,
real.
hey, I
Yeah.
still got a good job behind this. Or man, yeah, you see this nice house? I had to clean up this to do that with my credit. I had to
Yes.
have a bank account to do this. You're not telling them that type
Yes.
of stuff. You're making them think it all come out of nowhere.
Yes.
And you're tricking them out of their spot, and you're missing that opportunity as a big homie, as a big dog. So what I say is anybody that's close to me or anybody that considered to look up to me or call me they big homie, a big dog, or my nieces call me they uncle, I'm not sending none of them off. Now, people have a choice to listen, right? But as far as you sit down and ask them like, hey, when you're around G White, like, what's the conversation like? Guarantee you I done gave you some nuggets. Or
Yeah.
I don't hide the plug. I tell you everything. I got nothing to hide. You know what I mean? So I remember being in situations where people that have been wanting to get around me for a while, and I told you about this, and they get around me and they like, hey, GY, you can talk to us, man. Tell us, man. Come on, man. What you got going on?
Yeah. They think. Yeah.
Yeah, they think you got all type of other stuff going on. I have to tell you, like, I get up every day. I bust my butt. I start telling them, and it ain't the story they thought they was
Yeah,
gonna
it's
get,
not.
and
Yeah,
they're like, oh nah.
he
But
doing the regular stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, this the regular stuff. You just got to be consistent and do it.
consistently. You understand what I'm saying? So I would just say I wanted to kind of get back to people. I wanted to rewind back to the part to where people got influence. And if you
Yeah,
consider people consider you a big homie or something like that, stop missing your mark if you really care about the young boy, the young girl, whoever else that looking up to
yeah,
you, you know what I'm saying, for advice and everything. Like your niece checked you, she checked
yep,
you. You ain't tell me
yeah. She
about that.
did.
You know what? And that's good because guess what? I've had to check myself and I've done that too, bro. It's easy for us if we don't do certain things, we will revert back to certain ways and we won't even
Yeah,
see it. But it takes people that really look up to us to tell you, that's not you.
and they know you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah, that's not you. That ain't what we doing. You know what I mean? So, I think that was a good point right there, man. For sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
whatever the whole, like I said, my whole aura, whatever it was, I don't even do it no more. I don't. It was a combination of stuff, and I don't. And that's the point about this point is that your actions, if ain't nobody has no one corrected you, the people you talk to the most, the people you following, you see what they doing. If this person, this famous person, ain't come out and because there's some famous people that'll say, I do this, do that, but there's a reason behind it. If you ain't getting no explanation from somebody, people you following, and they influencing your actions, you got to switch it up.
Yeah. Look,
Start being in front of people who will let you know the truth.
yeah. And I would say this too before we move forward. Remember, and I can just attest to it. So, and I like to say this because I like to keep meeting people where they're at because I know there's people out there that are in different parts of their life, right?
Yep.
What I'm saying is this: I can remember when, like, back when, like, we was listening to like Lil Jon and
Yeah.
Waka Flock and them Crime Mob, Scrappy and
Yeah.
all them. You know what I'm saying? Bone Crush, C Murder and them. You know what I'm saying? Mother, I ride for my what? And Gucci. When a song come on, we round up.
Yeah.
We're throwing middle fingers and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
guess what? Usually, after you do stuff like that, we knew the result that came after that, right?
You
Somebody,
riding. Yeah.
somebody, you might, hey, it might go down,
Yeah.
and whatever, because that's the
Body.
energy we was trying. That was the energy we were projecting.
Yep.
So that's the energy we was met with. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
We listen to them same songs today. Them same songs drop today. We're not pointing at people,
Yeah.
antagonizing people in the room.
We just accept it like it is.
Yeah, we're gonna
move
enjoy
on.
that, and we're gonna enjoy the music differently. We're gonna enjoy the environment differently. You know what I'm saying? I don't want somebody coming charging hard from across the room and we gonna, knuckle up
Yeah.
and really see who tough in here and fight. Nah, let's keep it in the
Yeah.
song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That type of stuff. So I'm not trying to tell people be all boring and don't enjoy yourself, but watch the energy in your actions and what you're projecting, because that's probably where it was coming your way, is what you're putting out. And
The law of attraction.
the law of attraction.
You're gonna get what
Yes.
you put out.
And
So
we're guilty of it.
if your energy bad, your attitude bad, when you
Yes.
go out to the DMV or McDonald's somewhere and your attitude is bad, you're gonna get that back.
Yes. Yes. Now when we go out, what? We like
Yeah.
We
I don't
like-
care where I go. The hoodest places, like
Bro.
if I so happen to go somewhere that's hood, I don't try. Buki will tell you. We were in a place. We was at camp. We was at Camp Houston. Buki never seen me act like this before. This is when he first came. He was still like, "Cuz what you all like?" He was
Yeah.
like straight out, like most
Yeah.
of us, right?
Yeah.
And I was already conditioned, right?
Right.
So we walk in and he seen somebody go talk to Chelsea. Buki immediately start tapping like, "Cuz, what are you on? We got to get on that. Cuz, I'm like, calm down. We good. We good." Like, so he like, so then it was next time where somebody bumped me, and the person bumped me,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And I turned around, was like, I went and grabbed the person, like, "I'm sorry about that. Did I spill your drink? Come on, I'm gonna go get you another one." And I think it'll blow people's mind. Like, where we from? Like, hold on. So he bumped you.
And you bought him a drink.
You bought him a drink. You said sorry to him. Yes, because my attitude is different. I can go out anywhere I want now because I'm kind to people. I'm just,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm
We're
saying?
not
I'm
looking.
not saying let
We're not.
nobody beat you up, but
Nah, nah.
you
Listen
got to be
here.
kind.
You're still a man at the end of the day. You
Yeah.
still live by certain principles, but we just lead with different stuff. I don't lead with
Yeah.
negativity. I don't lead with bad energy. I don't lead with confrontational type of energy. I just don't
We
do that.
out of survival mode,
Yeah,
man.
we out of that. We
Bookie
trying to
not even
thrive.
like that no more. So
No, that's what I'm saying. It's funny because yeah, we done been in them situations. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
and nah, like I'll buy somebody a drink in a minute before I let it be a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
If I can. You get what I'm saying? I try to
Yeah.
avoid confrontations at any chance I can.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta put me in a situation now where I have no choice.
Yeah.
And I think that this comes with growth and maturity, and I'm proud of us for that. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Because that's not easy. It takes effort. It
Nope.
really takes effort not to go with your natural instincts, whatever that is. You know what
Yep.
I mean? So I'm telling you, bro, like you said, I done bought a lot of drinks. Now that I think about it, you got me thinking about it. Because I'll do that in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll check on somebody. So like you said, if we in a tight spot, I bump into somebody, I'll be like, excuse, you good, bro? You good? We good? My bad, man. My bad. My bad.
Yeah. I don't care.
Even if I like, because I don't want to keep it quiet to where
Yeah.
think about it. We bump each other, we both just go left, you go right. Now you're gonna be wondering how I took that bump.
It's an issue, man.
Now
We
you
alphas.
it
We
ain't yeah,
going
we alpha
somebody.
men like it's you know
I
what I
don't
mean?
got time for it. That's the
I don't
bottom
got time
line.
for it. I want to clear it up right
Sorry.
now. My bad. Right. Sorry, man. My bad. My bad. They be like, man, he ain't have to apologize like that. So what?
Well,
I'd
we
rather
gonna
be
be good
guilty.
forever. So next
Now we
time I see
straight.
you, then
Right.
yeah,
Right.
man, what's good? Like I'm
It
telling
ain't
you,
it
it
ain't
works
it
every
ain't
time.
it ain't that dude that bumped me
Yeah.
the other night when he was with his boys on some tough
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
It's
no, I
not
don't
like
leave it
that.
to chance.
Nope.
Before we leave out of here, you're gonna know that was
We
an
gotta have an
accident.
understanding. Yeah.
That was an accident. My bad. Call me what
You
you want.
win. Yeah.
You win. Whatever you want to title that as, you win because we got stuff to lose. And when you know you got
Yeah.
stuff to lose, you have to move like that.
Yep.
You know, so let's hit them with the key takeaway.
Yeah, man. The key takeaway: your attitude will either propel you to the top or bury you into the depths of despair. Okay. And despair again means a vast loss of hope. Like you have no hope of anything. All
Going
right.
down, all negativity.
All your attitude. You gonna get to the top or you gonna get down.
Yep.
Action item. And GY, you do this the best. Because you tell me about this all the time without me asking, but talk to yourself. Remember, I said talk more, listen less.
Yes.
Talk to yourself. Give yourself at least 3 compliments throughout the day. Cheer yourself up. Be there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Pump yourself up.
Yep.
Let's get it.
Let's go. You got more in you. You can step it up. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
Yes. Yes.
We in here. Let's
We
go.
yeah. You got 30 things to do that day.
I'm
As you
gonna
checking
conquer
them
them
off,
all and do some.
yeah. Yes, because they all got to get done. Pump yourself
Everything
up.
getting done.
Yes. Yes. I don't care. They're gonna call you crazy. It's okay. I get told
Telling you.
what you doing in there? Who you talking to? Me. I'm talking to me.
Me.
I'm in here hyping me up. I'm in here
Let's
hyping
go.
me
I
up.
see you. I
Right.
see you.
Right. I don't care if I just shave my
Try it.
face, shave my
Yeah.
head.
You
Look at
look
you, boy.
good.
You
You
looking
look good.
good. I smell good. I look good. You feel me?
Yeah.
I know
Looking
I
good.
look
Looking
good.
good.
I know I
Yeah.
smell good. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh my mama. I
You
look
feel me?
good. I look
Hey,
fine.
it is
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah. Oh, gee. That's how we gonna end it, man. I like that. Hey, big speaker, man.
Hey, your boy G White, man. All you redemption. Make sure y'all continue to like, follow, subscribe. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Make sure you do that. You know, we
Yeah.
back at it with another one.
Holla.